Hi, we're back again. We're going to be talking about how you should go about selecting an advisor. This is in a series on how to get a thesis or dissertation done. And the first entry in the series had to do with selecting your advisor. Also talked a bit about my credentials. I'm not going to talk about that stuff here. You can go to that first video and see it, or you can go to my website to check out my credentials. My website is this one, joeayrescares.com. If you go down to the bottom of the opening page, there's an About Me, and you'll find my vita there. It'll tell you what my qualifications are. I've been around this business a while. Anyway, this one is to, now you've selected the person you want to. The first video was about selecting an advisor. This one is about how to approach the person so that they take you on. Most of the time, you're going to find that the person that's directing the most theses and dissertations is heavily involved in research, him or herself. They are committed to getting things done. They publish a lot of things. They know how research works. They know what's going on. They know what to tell you to do and how to do it. But how do you get that person to say, yes, I'll take you on, even though I've got all these other people, I'll take you on? I don't suggest you do it the way a lot of people suggest you approach your advisor. You have this pie-in-the-sky topic, that's generated because of the advice you've heard any number of times from people. You ought to do something that's totally new. You should do something that you love. You should do something that's going to benefit other people. And on and on and on the idealists go about the topic you should select. I think that's not a bad idea if you want to spend a lot of time getting your thesis and dissertation done. I don't know, got a couple of lifetimes, you can probably get that done. But, this business about selecting something new, something different, something the field hasn't thought of, that's well-intentioned advice, and it's probably coming from people who don't know a great deal about what's new in the field, or how it works and how it operates. But basically, if you come to somebody in a field who's steeped in that field, very knowledgeable about it, and suggests this brand new thing that nobody's ever heard of, they're probably going to reject it out of hand because it's not part of the field. It isn't part of it. How could you possibly know this thing that isn't part of it? The field exists because everybody's contributed to it, and it's built one brick at a time. And yet you're going to throw all the bricks out the window and start all over. Most people that are in the field are simply not going to recognize that as legitimate. Even if it is legitimate, they're not going to recognize it as legitimate. So brand new, untried, untested things, just not going to get you very far. I suggest a much more pragmatic approach to this. I think the person that you want to approach, you should go and read the things this person has published. Find something in that work, in the suggestions for further research, that you're kind of interested in. And now you've read these things this person has written. You go to this person and you say, I'd love to work on this. Immediately, the person sees that as really valuable because, after all, that person suggested it in their suggestions for further research. And they're sort of hooked because now you're talking their language. You're talking about things they like to talk about, things that they're committed to, things that they want to advance, things they want to understand. And they're very interested in getting you onto that topic because it's a topic they really care about. Wow. You remember Aristotle's advice about how you persuade people. This is it. You don't persuade them with your reasons. You persuade them with their reasons. That's just basically what you're doing here, with a topic that you found interesting in the first place and one that you think you can work with. You probably can't do one that you hate, but you should at least pick one that other people find really interesting and valuable. So that's basically how you get this person to agree to be your advisor. Now we'll talk about the advantages in the next video of selecting a topic from a suggestion for further research in an existing study. There are an enormous number of advantages to doing that. And we'll talk about those in the next segment of these videos.